Now let's look at the vaccination rollout. 469,016 people have had their first dose of one of the 3 approved COVID-19 vaccines in the latest 24-hour period. That takes the overall number of people who've had their first jab to almost 10.5 million. Now, despite the success of the vaccination programme so far, doctors are being urged by NHS England to step up efforts to reach vulnerable elderly people who have not yet been given the jab. Many patients are unable to get to drive-in centres or other vaccination hubs. So teams of NHS staff are being sent out into the community. Our health editor Hugh Pym has this report.
Out of the fridge and off into the community. This GP-led team is preparing doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine to take out to immunise those in priority groups who find it difficult to leave their homes.
Either they're clinically unwell, physically unable to get out, or they may have shielding reasons where they're not able to leave their house.
The team arrive at the home of Cynthia, aged 84, who's with her son Tim.
All right, Chris, to come in? Yes. All right.
Tim filmed Cynthia having her jab.
There we go. All right. Look here. That's wonderful.
She has health issues which made it difficult to get to a vaccination centre. Originally, she was offered an appointment miles away from her North London home.
Yes, they gave me Birmingham.
How do you feel now you've had your vaccination?
OK.
Touch wood.
Touch wood, yeah.
These vaccinators have been recruited from a range of local health staff.
It's about taking what is essentially a vaccination hub into somebody's house. Myself and my physiotherapy colleagues and the nurses as well were all absolutely delighted to be part of it. It feels historical.
The team here are confident they can get through all their housebound patients in priority groups by the middle of this month. But in other areas, it seems to be proving more difficult.
Well, the thing is, you can't walk.
Antonia hasn't had her jab yet, and her home care provider says there are several examples of people who've so far missed out.
I think in many cases, the people that we're looking after who haven't been vaccinated just yet, but are above the age of 70 and 80, they have received a request and a form which they can use to become vaccinated, but travelling to a vaccination centre is very difficult.
The latest figures show that in England, the South West had the highest proportion of those aged 80 and over to have received a first dose, nearly 93%. This was followed by the North East and Yorkshire. The lowest region was London at just under 75%. Scotland's figure was just over 80%, and in Wales it was around 77% of those aged 80 and over. Figures for Northern Ireland aren't yet available. The target is to offer all aged 80 and over a first jab by the middle of this month. Progress has been made, but there's still a little way to go. Hugh Pym, BBC News.